So we'll talk about splice method. Console.log. Here it is showing like here it is splice method. Here it is splice. See, what is the use of this splice method? See, using this splice method, it is used to add, remove, or replace items in the array. It is using to add, remove, and replace the items in the array. Okay. Now see, here also you are going to mention the starting index, how many elements you want to delete it, and how many elements you want to add. So that is the syntax you need to follow. Okay, so let us take an example. See here, I have like array name fruits. Fruits is equal to apple, banana, and then mango, orange, all those things. See here, what is the syntax of this splice? First is starting index. That means from which position I need to start. And the delete count. Delete count means how many elements you want to delete from that position. Later, you are going to specify the number of elements you want to add. Okay, right now, the splice method, starting index is 1 and the number of elements 2. So starting from 1, I want to delete 2 elements. So 1 and 2, these 2 elements will be removed and the array will be fruits under. See here, you are getting apple and orange. Why? The starting index 1. This is 0 and 1. So it will be removed banana and 2. Mango. These 2 elements would be deleted. So final array is apple and orange. So because of this splice method, the original array also will be affected. Original array also will be affected. Okay, right. I want to add the items. I want to add the items. I want to add the items. So how would you add? Say fruits is equal to apple, banana, orange. This is my array name. This is my array name. And inside the splice method, this is my starting index. So from where it is going to start? Banana. And here, how many elements I want to delete it? 0. I want to delete 0 elements. So I want to keep this array as it is. So grapes. This grapes would be added at position number 1. Then what about this banana? This banana will shift towards right side. Whatever the elements you are adding grapes, that grapes will be coming into position number 1. Already existing item that would be shifted towards right hander. Okay. So here you are adding one or more number of elements to the array. See, because of this, the original array is affected or not? Yes, it is affected. Let's say I want to replace the items. Let's say I want to replace the items. Here, there is method called fruits. In this fruits, you have apple, banana, mango. What is my starting index?
1.
Huh? What is my starting index?
0.
Starting index is 1.
Yeah.
So that means from banana, it is going to start. From banana, how many elements you want to delete it?
1.
1. So this 1 is representing how many elements you want to delete? Only 1. So that means the banana should be deleted. And here you are adding item. This kiwi, whatever the element you are specifying the index, in that index, this kiwi will be coming into this picture. Banana will replace with kiwi and. So starting index is 1 and the same item you want to delete it. After deleting the item, whatever you are trying to add, you are adding in that position. So that means banana will be gone, kiwi will be coming into array. Okay. So splice modifies the original array. It returns the removed elements. It returns the removed elements. Whatever the elements are removed, those elements it is going to return. Let's say here I'm going to specify. If you see this syntax, let removed items. You specify like this. What is the syntax? The syntax is it returns array of string. That means one or more number of elements. Okay, so let us print console.log, and here you can specify removed items. So in this case, what are all the removed items? What are all the removed items?
Banana.
Banana. So you should get banana. So the splice method, it returns the removed items as the return type. Now see, it returns removed items. Okay, right. So splice, it changes the original array. Slice does not change the original array. Let us see some more examples on this splice. Let var numbers console log dot numbers. Can you tell me? The numbers are 10, 20, 30, 40. In the splice method, what is the starting index?
1.
Hey,
2.
Sorry, 2. Yeah. Here
no,
2.
so this is my starting
2.
index. So that means
30 will be removed. 30 will be
30
removed.
will be
30 will be.
Remove.
Remove.
So how many elements it is? You are deleting it? Only one element.
One
So
element.
30 would be removed and the output would be
10, 20,
10,
40.
20, 40,
40. Then what about removed items?
30,
Huh? What about removed items,
30,
madam?
30 only.
30.
Let us keep this as where. Right. The removed item is 30. Now tell me, what is the output of this program? I mean, from line number 80 to 83. The starting index is 1. How many elements you are deleting it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
0. Yeah.
0. Now you are adding grapes and orange.
Oranges.
This grapes and orange would be added
Before banana.
In one
in
space.
at the position number 1.
One.
That
Before
means
Yes.
banana.
grapes and
After.
orange.
Hmm.
And what about this banana? The banana will shift towards right.
Remove.
Not
3. Yeah.
removed.
Shift. Yes.
It is
Yeah.
not removed, madam, because there are number of elements are 0.
0. Yes.
Okay.
So the starting
Apple,
index is
grape.
1. So what happened? This banana, already banana is there in the position number 1. In place of banana, grapes and orange would be coming. And what about this banana? The banana will shift towards right because the number of elements are 0.
Apple, grapes, orange, banana, and then mango.
Perfect. So let's say here, let us store it in a variable like this. So what is the output? Console.log. And what is the removed items?
0.
Hey,
Mm.
splice method, it returns array of string.
Things.
So here there are no elements to be removed.
Mhm.
So here you should get empty array.
Mhm.
Yes or no? Because
Yes.
there are no elements to be removed. So here removed items are empty. So the same thing it is representing in the empty array. Because the splice method, it returns array of string, right? So since there are no elements to be removed, it is empty. So that's why you are getting symbol like this. Now tell me.
One, 2, 4, 5.
Hmm?
Oh, 1, 2,
We'll
4.
get 1, 2, 3. There is no remove.
No, no,
Hmm.
no. It will remove from 3 to 4 because we are not mentioned the end point, right? 3, 4, 5 will remove, I think.
So what is the starting
0,
index?
1, 3.
2,
2,
2,
Hmm?
2,
2.
2 Prem.
Starting index is 2.
Yeah.
Starting index is 2.
2.
But after that, I did not give any delete count.
Okay.
If I don't give any delete count, default it will delete all the things after that index.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah. 3, 4, 5 will remove.
it would be removed 3, 4, 5. Answer would be 1, 2.
Yes.
If I don't specify the delete count, default it will consider remove all the elements from the specified index. This one, splice method, this is compulsory. Starting index is compulsory. So if I specify like 0, then it is going to remove all the elements. You will get empty array. Yes or no?
Yes, yes. Prem.
Okay, right. Now tell me, what is the output of this program?
And
No, explain
what?
explain the syntax.
That starting position will be 0.
Starting position is 0. That means
Yeah.
so starting index here not position. Starting index is
Index
that means
0.
1.
1.
1.
Hmm.
So replacing elements 0, nothing.
So
And removing elements
not
nothing.
replacing. How many
Removing
elements do I
no.
have? So 0. There are no
Nothing.
elements. Then what
Yeah.
about 100?
100 will be replaced with the 0, first position, 0th position.
0th?
Starting position. 100 will be replaced with 0. 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
100, 2, 3, 4.
100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So that means you are inserting this 100 at the starting index, starting position. You are inserting at the starting position. Okay. Here, let's say here I am writing ARR2 dot length 0. Here I am giving 2. Tell me.
Okay. Starting position should be 2.
Starting
So not
position is
no 4, 4, 4.
others.
4. Here that length means that is it will give the length of 4.
Length of 4.
And I
What
mean
is
4 length. AR2 dot length.
what is the length of the array?
4.
4.
4 here.
Array here. What is the length of the array?
Number of elements present.
How many elements are there?
5 elements.
5.
So
5.
you will get length is 5. So here you are
Oh.
writing array 2 dot length means 5.
5. Sorry. Yeah, 5. 5 come.
5 comma 0 comma 200.
1, 2, 4, 5.
So here the starting index is 5th. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the 5th position, you are inserting 200. Can I give like this? So again, what is output?
2.
Earlier also the same thing only, right?
Now it is 1, 200, 2.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2.
Same only, right?
Same only one. Just removing.
See, this is
2, 3, 4,
0th
5.
position. This is 0th position. 0, 1, 2, 3,
2,
4.
3.
But here you are inserting 5th position. Because in the array, there is no 5th position. So that's why you are inserting 5th. And from the 5th, there are no elements to be removed, 0 and 200. So in that, I'm inserting 200. That means it is inserting 200 at the last. Okay, assuming that here also, if I give like 2, again you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 200 only. Yes or
Yes.
no?
Yeah.
Because there is no 5th position, there is no 5th index. So it is going to insert at 5th index. From the index 5th position, there are no elements. Okay, it is not applicable. And the 200, it is simply adding at that position.
That the middle 2 represents what?
2 is always representing how many elements you want to delete it.
Okay. But as there are no elements after that, it's not removing anything.
Right. So the simple syntax to remember it. See, this is the splice method. Starting index. How many elements you want to delete it. And you want to add any items to the array that you need to specify. Okay, right. Okay. So enough. So now let us go with another method. That is there is a method called map method. There is method called map. See, what is the use of this map method? Map method, map manipulations. Map method creates again new array with the result of calling a provided function on every element in this array. Why you are using this map function? On the each and every element of the array, if you want to perform certain manipulations, that time you are using this map function. Okay. console.log. Here you are doing like map method. See, these methods are very, very important for the interview point of view and as well as for the project point of view. Okay. First, let us discuss the array. Array is 149. So here you are writing array name dot. There is a function called map function. If you see this map function, the syntax, inside the map function, you are having one more function as the argument. That is called callback function. You will have one more function called callback function. So inside the callback function, you are trying to perform the actions. Okay. So finally, what it returns? It returns array only.
Unknown.
Unknown means right now we are not working with any specific type. That's why it is giving like unknown. If you are working with numbers, it will give like number of array. If you are working with the string array. So like this, it will give. Right now, I'm just seeing the syntax. That's why it is giving like unknown array kind of thing. So inside you are writing like anonymous function. You are writing like this. You are writing like this. See, this callback function, what it is doing is every time it is going to take element from the array. Like let's say first it will take 1. This 1, it will send it to this function as the parameter. So here to collect the element, you can write a data or X or whatever you want. You can give the parameter name, anything under. Okay. So this data is nothing but array element. So function data here on this data. Okay. You can do manipulations, whatever you like it. Let's say I want to perform square of the each number. So here, what will you do? Data into data. Data into data. Yes or no? This is data, right? Data into data. This is normal square, data square. Data into data. So this result, you need to send it to the new array because it is going to frame new array, right? Yes or no? It is going to frame new array. So now here I'm going to store like this result. So what is this result? Result is new array. Right now it is showing as void. Now see the value, whatever you have manipulated or whatever you performed, this value you need to send it to the result array. So if you want to send it to this array, you have to use return statement. You have to use return statement. That's it. Now see, this map function you are applying on the arrays. You are specifying the array name dot map, and inside you are calling the callback function. So as part of the callback function, now see inside the callback function, what are all the parameters you are going to provide? Value. Value means the data. Here I'm specifying data. See, actually this callback function, it is asking 3 parameters. One is value, and the second thing is index, And the third one is array number, array name. So in this, value is compulsory mandatory field. So to collect the value here, I'm using data. So what is this data is doing? It is collecting each and every element of the array and store it in the this value variable. So here I'm performing the some calculations. After performing, I'm sending this result to the new array. Then in the callback function, what about like index or array number? These two are the optional. These two are the optional. Now see, suppose if there is syntax error, suppose if those two parameters also compulsory need to pass as part of the this callback function parameters. Whenever you are writing like this, immediately it should give compilation error. Now it is not giving any compilation error, means the value is the mandatory field. The remaining index and array number, those two are the optional parameters. Okay. So now here, that is the syntax it is following. Okay. So this is to explanation. I have written like this. So now this is the function keyword, and inside open bracket and close bracket, you are providing the parameter, and then you are doing all those things. So this is the callback function. For this, we are writing this anonymous function. Anonymous function means a function without having name. So instead of writing like this, so what is the modern way to write the anonymous function?
Arrow.
Arrow function. So that's why we are using arrow functions inside the test function. Okay, right. So here inside you are writing like this. Simply. So here you can provide the data. Inside you can provide the data. And here you need to write return data into data. Okay. So, and then you are going to store it, because the map function, it returns a new array, right? So you can store it another new array like this. You can store it. Okay. So here you are storing another array. So for this, we are writing this arrow function. Okay. But still we can customize it. How? See, here I am providing only one parameter in the callback function. So whenever you are providing only one parameter inside this callback function, that means in the arrow function, these brackets are optional. Okay. I'm just removing it. Okay. So inside the curly braces, compulsory you have to write the return statement. Why? Because the value you need to send it to the new array. So inside the curly braces, I have only one statement. Is there. That time, this curly brackets also optional. That is option. I'm removing it. And here you have only return statement. Return, and then this is the calculation. So whenever you remove curly braces, no need to mention this return statement or return keyword. So automatically it is going to identify, okay, this guy is returns data into data and it is sending to the resultant. So Inside the curly braces, if you have only one statement, you can remove the curly braces, you can remove the return keyword, and in the left hand side, in the parameters, if I have only one parameter, that open bracket and close bracket, those are also optional. You can remove it. So that is the thing. So numbers is the array 149. Map. This is a square root, right? Okay, this is a square root. So how would you call map? See, normally here you are going to write it like this. Data, write it. Data, curly braces. You can write like this, math dot square root. Square root, that's it. Math dot. So that means this data, on this data, it is applicable, this math dot square root. Square root is the method, and here you need to provide data.
Sir, how does data represent the numbers from the array?
This numbers is what? This is the array name.
Yes.
So to collect each and every element from this array to this function, you need to provide the parameter. Right now, I want to get 1. This 1, I need to send it to the map function. If I want to send it to the map function, what is the use of the parameter? Parameters are using for input purpose. Okay, so this one I need to send it to the map function. So if I want to send it to the as the input, then what I have to do? I need to provide parameter. So right now in this case, I am providing the data. If you want, you can give X, Y, Z or anything. It's up to you. But here for naming point of view, I have given data under. Or let's say without confusion, if you want, you can give like element. So on this element, I am performing square root. Once I performed square root, the value, whatever the value is coming, this value, I am going to send it to the new array called roots. This roots is what type?
Array.
Number of, that means array, number array. So here it is going to store all square roots of this array under 1, 4, 9 like this. Okay, let's see some more examples. Right.
There is 93 line number TA is there. TA on line number 93.
So square root of 1, 1, square root of 4, 2, 9, 3. See, map function which is using to do manipulations, a kind of like calculations. Okay, right. Now the thing is, what is the map function it is accepting? It is accepting callback function. And what it returns? It returns new array. After performing calculations, whatever the result is coming, that result it is going to send to the new array. Because on each and every element, it is collecting on the map. First, it is going to send it to the 1. Next, 4, 9. So like this, if you have n number of elements in the array, each and every element will be performed on the map function. Okay, so this map function, it is applicable on the array elements. Okay. Now tell me. So let us make it, instead of writing this arrow function, let us make it normal function. Numbers dot, let's say here I am writing function, and here I am giving the input as the input, what is that? Element. And here I should write a return statement. And then here I am doing element into 2. Element into 2.
Provide the bracket after curly braces.
Hmm?
Provide the bracket after curly braces.
Perfect. Okay. So now this is the function. Here I am collecting each and every element from the array to this element, and I am performing element into 2. After calculation, the value is sending to the a new array called second table. So it is printing what is output?
So 1, 4, 6, 8.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh yeah.
Okay, right.
Yes. Yes.
Similarly, let's say I want to convert it into uppercase. Okay, now see here, this is a simple function. Okay, let us make it more instead of clean. See, the advantages of the arrow function is to make it more simple. If I have only one statement within the curly braces, you can remove that curly braces and you can remove that return statements also, everything. Okay, so here I'm writing the arrow function like this. In this arrow function, to collect each and every element of the fruit from the fruits array, here I have given the name as fruit. So now return fruit dot to uppercase. So here what I'm doing, I'm converting each and every element of the fruit into uppercase and put it in the new array called result. Okay. So this is about manipulations. For the manipulations point of view, you are trying to use map method.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next, there is one more method called filter method. There is one more method called filter. Normally, why you are using filter? Whenever you want to do, or in the collection of the elements, I want to bring only some of the elements based on a condition. Let's say I'm giving one array. In that array, I want to bring only the even numbers. I want to bring only the even numbers. This is my array. Okay, let us make it more clear. Where numbers is equal to this one. So here I'm just removing it. Here you are writing numbers dot filter. Okay, here also let us make it filter. Now see, what is the syntax? What is the syntax? The
Predicate.
syntax ultimately it is also returns new array. That means the result will send it to the new array. Okay. Inside filter method, you need to implement predicate. What is this predicate? Predicate is also a callback function. Predicate, it is also a callback function. But that callback function, it returns either number or string or boolean or anything or object or array or anything. Depends upon the situation. But the predicate is also a callback function which always returns boolean. Boolean means either true or false. Based on the true or false, the result will send it to the new array end. Okay, so here I have given like so totally I have these elements. In these elements, I want to filter out only the even numbers. So I want to filter only the even numbers only. So here also again, filter means what? Function. Here also I am writing element to make it more simple for you. If element percentage to divide equal to 0, if whatever the element, if it is divided by 2 and the remainder is 0, then return element. So this element is pushing to the a new array called past. Okay, so or let's say even numbers. So here what it is doing, the predicate, it always returns based on the true or false. Based on this condition, I am sending this element. Or okay, let us do one thing. Okay, no need to write this. Actually, this is also not correct. So here as predicate, you can write element percentage to equal to 0. That's it. So first it will take 12. 12 by 2 percentage. 12 percentage 2 is equal to 0. Yes or no?
Yes.
So that element will be sent it to the even numbers. So 12 is pushing to the even numbers array. Next 5. 5 percentage 2 is equal to 0. Yes or no?
No.
No. So it won't push. Because the condition, it returns either true or false. So whenever it returns true, the condition will be sending to the numbers. So here finally I'm printing console.log. I'm printing even.
Even numbers.
So 12, 8, 130, 44, 66. All these are all the even numbers. Okay. So the same thing without writing all those things. Let me put it in the simplified manner. Numbers dot filter, and here simply you can use element colon. Simply I can write this statement. That's it. If you want, you can write. Or let us do one thing. Here, this time we'll write like odd numbers. So
Sir, we can also use arrow function, right?
I am using arrow function only.
No. Okay, here you used. Okay.
Here I am using arrow function only. But customized arrow, that means no need to write this curly braces because I have only one statement. And no need to write this return statement. Directly I am using this statement. Element percentage 2 not equal to 0. This time I am printing odd numbers. So what is predicate? Predicate is also similar to callback function only, but the predicate always returns a boolean, either true or false. Now see this time I'm printing only odd numbers. Earlier I have printed even numbers. So filter, you have number of array elements. In that, based on condition, I want to filter out. So in that case, I'm trying to use filter function. Map filter. There is one more function called for each. There is one more function called for each. In Java, for each is the loop, like for loop, for of loop, while loop, do while, like that. For each is a special kind of loop in the Java. But in JavaScript, for each is a special kind of method. It is applicable on the arrays concept. The intention is the same. Using this for each, you are iterating over the elements. You are working on each and every element of the array. Using for loop or for of loop, how you are working on each and every element. Similarly, using for each loop, for each method also, you are working on each and every element of the array. Simple. Console.log. This is for each. So for each is the special kind of method which is applicable on the arrays. Now here, let's say number array is 789. Using for each, what is the syntax? Callback function. You are implementing a callback function like this function value. And just I am printing. It's printing or whatever you want to do inside it, and then you can do the actions inside. So the main goal of this for each is you are iterating on each and every element of the array handle. Okay, so what is the for each? For each method calls a function for each and every element in the array. Inside whatever you want to do, you can do it. It's up to you. So will it return any array? Will it return any array? It not returns any array because it returns void. It performs the specified action for each and every element in the array. It is not going to return any new array or anything under. Map, filter, all those things under, it returns new array. But for each method, it performs the action on each and every element. That's it. This for each method, it is not going to return any kind of value because it returns void. That's it. The syntax, it's similar to like map, callback functions. Sorry, it's like map, filter, like that. You can do whatever you like it. Just like instead of using normal for of loop or for loop, there is a special kind of method called for each method on the arrays. That's it. No need to use the for of or for loop, all those things under. Simply, you can use array name dot for each. That's it. Inside, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Okay. Right. Map. You have seen. Filter.
Splice also.
Splice. For
For each.
each. Next. There is one more method called every. Every method tests whether all the elements in the array passes the test implemented by the provided function. It is similar to filter only. It is similar to filter only. It is similar to filter. Actually, we are not going to, I never use it, but console.log. Every method. Here, every. Now here also predicate. Here, this one also predicate. Predicate means what? Predicate means it's a callback function, but it always returns Boolean. Similarly, like filter method only. So no need to explain this statement. Okay. So every method, it is passing a predicate. Predicate means it's a callback function, which always returns either true or false. Okay. Right. And there is one more function called reduce. This is a kind of important, especially for the interview point of view. So what is the use of this reduce method? Reduce method means it is applying a functionality against to two values from left to right. Okay. So let's see. Let's see. This is one of the important method. It's reduce. Reduce. Here I am writing function. Inside this curly braces, I am writing like this. Okay. So first, A comma B. 0 comma 1. I am taking. 0 comma 1. I am taking. So after performing sum, it is a storing See here you have given 0, 1 comma 2 comma 3 and you have used reduce function. Here you are providing two parameters A comma B and return A plus B. How it is working? Reduce function, it is used to convert an array into single value. The total array into single value. Let's say there are array of elements. I want to count. all the array elements values. After calculation, you will get single value, right? So in that case, you will go with reduce function. So what is the use of reduce function? Reduce, which is used to convert an array into a single value. So here, example, we are performing sum of numbers. Okay. So how reduce work internally? First is accumulator. That means parameter A. What it is doing? Accumulator. Accumulator means what? It is storing the result. It is storing. So after performing A plus B, the result will be stored in the A internally. Initially, A is equal to 0. Whenever you are taking first value from the array, what is the first value from the array?
0, 0.
0. So 0 plus 0, 0. The value is going to store it in the A internally. Next, second time B value. What is that?
1.
1. Already A value is what?
0.
0. 0 plus 1. 1.
1.
That 1 will be again stored in the A.
A.
So the first parameter is accumulator. The second parameter is it is trying to collect the values like one by one. So far, you have used only one parameter in the callback function. But this time reduce is accepting two parameters. One is for accumulator and the second thing is to collect the each and every element. This accumulator stores the result on each and every element. Finally, that result will be sending it to the new array under. So accumulator A stores running result. Next current value B, it current element from the array. So finally, what is the output? Every time it is performing and store it in the A. And final result would be send it to the total. So what is the return type? The return type is number. So what is the use of reduce function? It converts array of elements into single value. The best example for the reduce is I want to calculate the total number of values, or I want to do product of each and every element of the array. So these are all the best examples to use reduce function. Okay, so for the reduce function here you are using two parameters. One is accumulator and the second thing is current value. So after performing each and every element on the accumulator, again the result will store it in the accumulator only. Finally, the result will send it to the new element. Finally, the result will send it to the new element. Now, can you tell me? Letters. is my array name. It stores all the letters in the array. And finally, I want to convert all the array elements into single value, that is string. That is hello. Finally, you will get hello. But how I am doing? A comma B. A is for accumulator, B is for each and every element. And so first initially it is empty, empty plus B, H. Next he, L, L, O. Finally, you will get hello string under. Okay, see, the total is 6 and this is hello. Okay, so these are all the different kind of methods which we are going to work on the arrays under. Okay, so most of the methods we covered. There are some simple methods I have given, like a concatenation. So that is, you can concat, that is also we have seen. There is method called index of. There is method called index of. What is the use of this index of? Index of method returns the first index at which given element can be found. There is one more method called last index of also. That is also there, right? So index of means the first element, first occurrence of the element, at what position it is found. If element is not found, it returns minus. Okay, right. So this is about arrays concept. Strings, arrays, we have seen. Tomorrow we will talk about objects and then functions.